All right, Aries, welcome to Fire Fridays, my friends. I am here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. This is your weekly reading that is also timeless, and I really appreciate you being here. And if you have been here before and you are coming back, thank you so much. It means the world to me that you're trusting me with your time and your ear. I have several decks in front of me here, as well as a Lenormand deck, my Mondoc Lenormand, in case we decide to go there. Primarily tarot. You know, we all go through phases, and I kind of dabbled with this stuff for the last couple of weeks, and it all depends. It's not always called for, that's all. So I think what we're gonna do today, Aries, is kick it off with we're gonna kick it off with the Baroque Tarot today. And we will get 3 cards, general energy, and then, we will clarify with one of the other decks and then get 3 cards of potential outcome with another deck, potentially. We might go back to this one. I'm not sure yet. If you've been here before, you understand the system by now, I'm sure. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it here. I'll cut this and we'll get going. All right, Aries, let's get into it. Kicking it off with the 2 of Wands. Love that. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Underlying the deck is your energy, the Emperor. Aries, this is one of your cards, okay? Interesting. Okay, I think the general vibe here, Aries, is that you're making choices. And I feel like you're making choices between something old and something new in a way. The 6 of Cups is like, it feels like a past energy. It is a kind of a card of past energies. And then the 2 of Wands is sort of a fresh thing where you're looking off into stepping into a whole new paradigm, a new world, basically. You've got the world in the palm of your hands there, and you're trying to decide between sticking with something familiar, perhaps, or venturing into something new. And that underlying energy of the Emperor tells me that you might be feeling somewhat ambitious right now. I will say, though, that Mars, your ruling planet, Aries, is basically almost come to a complete stop at this time, and it's about to go retrograde. So some of that warring energy, or that very aggressive, expansive energy, the masculine energy, I won't call it expansive necessarily, is kind of going through a weird process right now. Forgive me. So I just need a little sip of water there. So I feel that, there may be just a tiny bit of reluctance about this choice, and that might be wise. You could be feeling some of that residual energy of whether or not things are, maybe the timing. Maybe the timing, that's a good way to put it. I'm not sure, though. Let's get some clarification going for you, Aries. I'm going to go ahead and work with the Hermetic Tarot. Seems to be calling to me, so Hermetic Tarot. All right. What does Aries need to know about the 2 of Wands? What does Aries need to know about the 2 of Wands? All right, I'm going to go ahead and do one more shuffle here, and we will get started. All right, regarding the 2 of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles. It is a hard work, Lord of material work. This is about a project, right? A large task. You're thinking about a new enterprise, perhaps. We have the High Priestess, Priestess of the Silver Star. She is basically the representation of your intuition, your gut instinct, and kind of almost having sort of a bird's eye view of the situation. I feel like in a lot of ways, in your mind's eye, you can almost see it from like the beginning to the end, And we have the 6 of Swords, Lord of Earned Success. Lord of Earned Success. Traditionally, that is a card of moving into a new venture, moving away from turbulence into calmer waters. Literally can be like physically traveling or relocating. I think this is this is an interesting card to go with this because of the notion of earned success. That language. This is going to be this is an ambitious project, and there's hard work involved in this thing, and I feel that you know that. I think that's where the High Priestess comes in. I feel like you can tell, like, if I choose this new route, it's going to be quite a challenge. Underlying the deck is Five of Pentacles, Lord of Material Trouble. And I would say that definitely there's some fear. I mean, it's a lingering hesitation. I'll put it more like a hesitation, but there's worry about the possibility of failure in this situation. And, you know, I think that makes a lot of sense given the fact that, like I said, your ruling planet has almost come to a dead halt here and it's about to go retrograde. That does affect you. It influences you heavily. If you're in this ambitious energy and you feel it sort of dwindling, it's like maybe this idea has been on your mind for a while and you're just about ready to go after it, right? But something feels off. It's like as you're almost ready to start it, the momentum has slowed and you're almost in the energy of like, oh, what if this doesn't work? Something like that. But I do feel, Aries, that you are seeing the thing from beginning to end. I think you'll know what to do when the time comes, but let's get some more clarification. Clarifying the Seven of Cups. This Aries needs to know about the Seven of Cups. All right, one more shuffle here. All right, Seven of Cups, Aries. Let's go. We have the Devil, Lord of the Gates of Matter. This is an energy of attachment, you know, binding energy and attachment. Saturn, by the way, Saturn, the planet of restriction. We have the Emperor, Son of the Morning. Hey, guess what? This is your card, Aries. I feel like you're almost trying to choose between yourself and like your true desires and something that is that you're sort of bound to in a way, or you feel obligated to, perhaps. And we have the Princess of Swords, Princess of the Rushing Winds. This is a page regarding the thoughts and communication, right? So it's usually an indication of some kind of establishment of boundaries, a communication about boundaries in a given situation. I kind of feel like it's almost a bit of a conflict between yourself and this energy of saying, no, you can't do that because that's not responsible. The Devil almost feels like abjectly conservative energy, like, don't go there, don't do that, it's not the right time to do that, you know, you can't take risks right now, that kind of thing. And I kind of feel like I feel like you understand the idea that energy is actually kind of imposing on your will in a sense, and it's actually a bit of a boundary crossing. So it could be an external character in your life, a person. The Devil would be represented by Capricorn, just as an example. But it could also be an internal dialogue that you're having with yourself. It could be your own inner demon that's saying, no, it's not the right time to do this, you know. Underlying the deck is the Two of Wands, Lord of Dominion. And I have a couple of... I think the whole thing's upside down. Two of Wands, Lord of Dominion. This is where we started the reading, by the way. Two of Wands, Lord of Dominion. It's like you want to establish dominion over like the course of your life, you know. So you may be in a situation where it's just you're not satisfied with what you're doing. It's familiar, it may be comfortable, but it's not bringing satisfaction. And I feel like there's some kind of maybe breaking point that's being brought to bear here, and there's a conflict inside of you. It's definitely beginning to stir, though. It's beginning to rumble as such. So, all right, let's get some clarification on the Six of Cups for you, Aries. What does Aries need to know about the Six of Cups? All right, regarding the Six of Cups, we have Justice, daughter of the Lord of Truth. Something that needs to be brought to balance. This old familiar energy probably doesn't feel so balanced. Temperance, daughter of the Reconcilers. Temperance is kind of about, it's about internal balance. It really is. Justice and temperance that's an interesting combo, because temperance is definitely, it's balancing your passions and emotions with your logic and rationale. You know, practicality in tune with passion. So we have, by the way, we have Libra energy and Sagittarius energy here. Just saying. And we have the Queen of Cups, Queen of the Thrones of Water. This is Cancer energy right here. Also an energy of nurturing, caring, and kind of, it's the mother. Okay, so very motherly energy. I think there is something to be said for bringing a balance to your ambition and to your obligations and to your the things that you care for, that you care about, your family, that kind of thing. There is a balance, though, and really there is a call here, I think, to understand that you have, you do have an obligation to your own inner balance as well. Something needs to be brought to balance with that. You could be overgiving. Some of you may literally be mothers, and it could just be that there's some opportunity maybe being presented, and you feel like you can't do it because there's too many obligations in the home or something of that nature. And there's a balance to be struck. I'm not saying don't take care of your home, of course, and especially if that is what you feel most natural doing. Nobody should be telling you how to live your life, really. You should be living your life the way you want to. But even in the workplace, you may be taking care of a bunch of things that aren't even, it's almost like they're not even your job. You're just looking after everybody in that environment, and it's not necessarily, I think it's conflicting in a way. It's something is out of balance. Seeing temperance and justice come out together, it's like there's something that needs to be brought to balance and brought into more of a fair energy. The underlying energy of the deck is the Fool, the foolish man, the spirit of the ether. It's in your heart. This new idea is just in you. It's within your heart, and I think it's really just kind of calling to you right now. I think you know that, Aries. If this is your reading, I think you understand exactly. We're kind of just going over the same thing over and over here. You've got a big decision in front of you, and you're not exactly sure. I think you are, though. You actually are sure. I think this is something that you really, really want. The cards are telling me what you want, what you really, really want. Sorry. Dad jokes. Let's go. Okay. We're going to do 3 cards of outcome here with the Santa Muerte, the beautiful, beautiful Santa Muerte that you know and love, hopefully. If you don't love it, but you know it, thanks for bearing with it, I guess. But I think it's a beautiful deck, and it looks like it has some very positive messages for you, Aries. These 2 cards that jumped right away. Let's look at these really quickly. We're kicking it off with the Lovers. The Lovers, soul contracts, soul mates, partnerships. This is coming out with the 2 of Wands column, okay, this first card. I think this new idea could bring about a new partnership in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be referring, again, if this is a work ambition thing, it's like this could be your business partner or something like that. It's a soul contract or a soul mate, something divinely appointed for you, though. That doesn't mean it's not romantic. If you are single, of course, there's a potential opportunity there, definitely. The Sun came out. The Sun, this is success and happiness. Enjoying your time in the sun. I do think that, like, Spirit's really got something to, some means of really blessing you right now with this opportunity that I feel you're really being encouraged to go after. And I kind of feel like I have to speak to that Queen of Cups energy earlier, that nurturing energy. That can follow you. That can follow you into the new situation. It may even be, if it's an aspect of your nature that you really resonate with, you don't need to put it aside. You can keep it. Absolutely. I think it's a beautiful energy. And it may just apply to your new circumstances as well, but it needs to be done in balance, as I say, in balance, Temperance came out right here. Temperance. Come on, man. You can't make that up. That's beautiful. Temperance, balance. Also patience. I think this new venture, it's early in the process. You know, you're kind of starting out. It's like the Fool energy is the beginning of a cycle. Two of Wands is very early in the cycle as well, where you're really conceptualizing and kind of taking that, having that idea of like, yes, I'm going to go after this, you know. Underlying the deck is the Four of Cups. This is really, it's you, it's you just sitting there, thinking about doing this kind of, it's stagnated, right? I feel like all this emotional energy is sort of pouring out of your head there as you sit. I think the inaction on this idea has become emotionally draining. You know, so often in life we regret the things we don't do. Oh, probably more than the things we do. And obviously we can all regret things we do. That does happen. You know, but the opportunities that we decided to play it safe on sometimes. I mean, my understanding is that, you know, people on their deathbeds, it's like, that's usually what it is. It's like, I didn't chase the thing that I really wanted. You know, I didn't try. I did the responsible thing instead of the ambitious thing, right? So Aries, I think there's definitely a strong energy of encouraging you to go after this. Recognize that it's going to take some time. With this Temperance card, there's some patience involved here. This is a new process, and it's a big process. I think it's very, very fulfilling and rewarding. And I did notice, too, with this card, the way that the key is floating up in the air. It's like the key is sort of heaven sent, you know? And that key opens this lock. And I kind of think that what it's really suggesting to me is that in this new endeavor, your partnership is going to be absolutely essential. There are two people on this Sun card as well. It's like there's pairs here. And that's really awesome to me. So somebody will be working with you, and it's very significant. It's a key to your success, this partner. And Temperance, by the way, can also be a card of representing soulmates in some instances. So we do have kind of a strong soulmate energy going on here. And again, that's not always romantic. We have more than one soulmate, and they serve different purposes in our lives. So if this is just business, that's fine. But this is going to be a very, very healthy partnership. It could be, it could definitely be working with your current person if you are not single, you know, or this person may be somebody that you have work and a romantic relationship with. That's a possibility as well. Take it as it resonates, Aries, but I just called you airy. That's interesting. You may have air in your chart, and maybe it dominates a little over your fire sometimes, Aries. But anyway, I think the main message here is you've been thinking about it long enough. Don't stagnate. I really think it's time to kind of get on it, you know. You got to choose between the old familiar life or the brand new one that's being offered to you. And I think the time to choose is now. The world is turbulent. I know this. It's going to get worse. It's going to get probably a lot worse before it gets better, but that's not a good reason to not do something, because the idea of being safe and secure in this life is always an illusion. You know, it's a little bit paradoxical. On one hand, it's like Spirit's got our back and we're here for certain things and we are divinely protected and divinely guided. You know, I truly believe that. But on the other hand, you could crash your vehicle on the way to work and just be gone today. The safety and security is a total illusion in this life. So, okay, Aries, that was a bit cryptic at the end, but I meant it to be encouraging. So, okay. Aries, I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed and this resonated for you. Hit the like button if you liked it, okay? And I hope to see you next Friday, Aries. Till then, take care. Best of luck with this energy and have a beautiful week.